Hi and welcome to Starpath. This is a game I made for a game jam last year. It's something that I'm still working on in my spare time, but this is the prototype version that was created in the weekend of the game jam. In summary, it is a space-based card game, but a single-player card game where you're tasked with escaping the galactic authorities who are chasing you out of your solar system. Now, you can see you are this small ship in the middle. You can see the galactic authorities, the ship that is pursuing you. And then you have a summary of your ship status where you can see how much fuel you've got, along with your shield levels, what type of weapon you got, and any cargo that you're going to collect on your way. So the way the game is played is you draw cards from the Starpath deck, and that will present you either a planet, which you can then choose which planet you want to land on. And also you can come across events, and we'll have a look at some of those later. So you are presented with stats on the planets. Different stats here mean that you can then build on these planets and yield different resources from the planets. It also affects the types of items you can buy on the planet, and effectively the economy of the planet, meaning you can buy and sell things and make a little bit of profit on it. So I'm going to choose this planet, which is has slightly better stats on it. And then you can have the choice down the bottom here. We can either land on the planet, where we can build, as I was saying earlier, or we can just skip it and keep on going. Because every time that we end a turn, the galactic authorities are going to get closer to us, and it's something that you need to consider. So we're going to land on the planet, and it's important to keep an eye on your fuel as well. So at the moment we have, after flying to this planet, we've lost one of our fuel cards, and so you can refuel the ship, which is going to cost you some credits. But for now we're fine, so we're just going to end the turn and we started our next day. So we're down to 49 turns now, and we have choices. So we can consume our turn through building, we can consume our turn through visiting the market, or again we can refuel our ship or choose to leave the planet. So in this case we're going to build, and there's different types of buildings you can build. The refinery is going to give you credits per turn, which is one of the resources. A tavern is going to give you influence per turn, which is your way of developing reputation on different planets, so that you can buy and trade things at better rates. And then you can also build a lab, which is going to give you science per turn. And science per turn is a means of you upgrading your ship parts. So I'm going to go ahead and build a refinery. You can see it tells you how much stats you're going to get, and these stats are going to be changed based on the state of that planet. When we're choosing a planet, there's different stats. They're either +2, +1, 0, -1, or -2, and that will impact the amount you gain from these different types of buildings. So I'm going to go ahead and get a refinery. You can now see that we're getting 10 credits per turn extra. And we're going to end our turn because that was a turn-consuming move. And now there's 48 turns left. Now, if I want, I could stay on this planet and I can work the building. So that's going to consume a turn. I'm not going to be losing any fuel, but I will be able to gain the benefits of my building. And as it's a credits-yielding building, you can see that I then gained myself an extra 40 credits. So I effectively earn 4 times the amount I get per turn if I stay on the planet. The downside is, though, I am still being pursued by the galactic authorities, and I am no closer to filling up my warp fuel drive so I can escape from the system. So we're going to end our turn here, and I'm not going to keep on working this building. I need to make sure that I can go and find some warp fuel. So I'm going to visit the market. We can see if they got any here. So if we choose to buy goods, we can see they do have. We can buy warp fuel. The downside is we don't have enough credits to buy it. So for now we're going to have to leave it. You can also upgrade your ship parts here as well. So alternatively to upgrading them with science points, you can buy them if you have excess currency to do so. But we don't have enough credits, so we're going to go ahead and leave the market. And we don't have any items to sell in our cargo, so we won't bother doing that either. So we'll end turn. I'm going to leave the planet. And the good thing is now I'm going to get some trickle income from this, 10 per turn. So we can keep going. We'll see what comes next. So we get another planet card from the Starpath. And again, I'm going for this blue bordered card. It has better resources on it. We're going to land on it. We don't need to refuel yet, but I'm going to go ahead and build a refinery. You can see we get +14 from this planet because it had +1 to the stat, the mineral stat that gives you more from your refineries. So there we go. I've clicked on that. We now have 24 per turn, and I know that I might be able to buy things in the market and sell them, but ultimately we need to earn a bit more resources first. I'm going to quickly refuel my ship. So every time I buy one of these, it costs 25. So there we go. I've spent everything we've earned so far, but now we've got fuel for us to continue going. So we'll leave the planet. we'll draw another star card. Okay, and this is an event. So an event, there's a series of different events that you can draw on an event card. This first one we come across is a pirate attack. So space pirates approach a ship looking for trouble. What do? And you're presented with two choices. You can either fight, or you can try and give them some cargo. We have no cargo, so at the moment we're forced to fight. And your chance on defeating them is based on your weapon on your ship and whether you've upgraded it or not. So we'll attempt to destroy them. And it said we defeated the pirate in combat without taking any damage. So we rolled well on that. For your information as well, in the current version of this I'm developing, I'm visualizing the rolls and allowing you to see the chances of success before you make your choice. But this, again, is just the prototype, keep in mind. So we were successful in that. We didn't lose any health, which is good. So we're going to go ahead and end the turn. I just realized as well, on this prototype, it doesn't display your ship's shield level. You can upgrade. Oh yeah, it does under here. So we 50 out of 50. So if we failed that, we would have taken some damage there. But we didn't, so all is well. We'll draw another card. We have another pirate attack again. So we're again attempt to fight those. We managed to succeed. All is good. We're losing fuel as we do this though. So it's not, even though we're winning these combats, it's not great. So we have another planet here. We're going to drop on here. And I will land on the planet. And this time I'm going to build... Yeah, I'm going to build a lab this time. Because effectively I want to upgrade these different things. So a scanner, if I upgrade that, I'm currently on level 1. If I upgrade this, when we come across planet cards in future, instead of being presented with 2 planets, we're going to be getting 3 planets instead. So it gives you more choices in terms of the planets you want to settle on and put buildings on. So we'll upgrade that, and we're able to upgrade other things through clicking on these in the same way. And you'll realize that now it's going to cost me more to upgrade my scanner again up to the 3rd level. So let's carry on. We're going to leave the planet and we're going to pursue. Draw another star card. We got more planets, and you see we get 3 now because we upgraded the scanner. None of these look particularly good. So I tell you what we're going to do is... I mean, the economy is good on this, which means they sell more items. So we'll land on the planet. We'll go to the market. You can see, look, we've got quite a lot of credits now as well. So we're going to end our turn and we'll visit the market. And we hope they have some warp fuel. No, they don't. Okay, so they have general trade goods you can buy and trade. They have parts you can upgrade. So I can buy the best scanner ever if I was to click on this, but it does cost a lot. So, for now, I'll click on this just to show you what it's like when I purchase an item. So you can see that those spores have gone into my cargo, and I'm now able to go and sell those in different places for profit. So in the prototype, there's not too much thinking to do with buying and trading goods, but in the version I'm developing at the moment, there's different factions, and different items are more valuable to different factions, etc. So there's a bit more thinking to which items you're going to buy and where you're going to sell them. But we'll leave here. It's probably worth, even though it was a poor planet, it might still be worth... Oh no, it's not. We're really going to get 2 per turn. I might as well save this turn and leave the planet. So we'll keep an eye on our fuel. We've got 8. Draw another card. Right, okay, so one of the events you can draw on the events is it shuts down one of your buildings. So they found one of your buildings and shut it down. So now we will see that we're no longer getting science per turn. So that's a bit of a shame, but we will continue regardless. We've still only got 37 turns left to get 3 helpings of warp fuel so we can get out. So we're going to go for this planet here. We're going to land on the planet. We're going to build ourselves a refinery so we can get more resources per turn. I'm just going to check if they've got anything good in the market. So warp fuel here. So because I know it's available here, I can make a choice. Maybe what I'll do is I'll keep working my building here until I have enough. So we've got over 500 now, so I don't need to do it again. We can go back to the market and I can buy that warp fuel. And upon purchasing it, you can see that I've filled 1/3 of my warp drive fuel gauge now. And the aim of the game, as mentioned, is to fill this up full so that you can escape this system. In the version I'm developing as well, it's more of an endless cycle of the game as well, because once you escape the system, you start another round where it gets more difficult, and it becomes more of a game of how many systems can you jump from before you get caught. So, we would pursue with this then. I guess we would leave the market, end the turn, and we'll try and move to a new system now. So let's leave the planet. We have another event. Okay, this time there's a space wreckage. So remains of a destroyed ship float ahead. What will you do? You can either try and salvage items, but there's a small risk that you'll you'll receive massive damage if the wreckage explodes, or you can just ignore it if you want to play it safely. Now we've got full health, so I'm going to go ahead and salvage it. And there you go. While searching it, you found the Acorn of Youth, and it's added to your cargo, so that's great. I accumulated that, which means I can now sell that to make some money. So we're going to draw a star card, see what's next. We got another event. Pirates will fight those. You can see we lost this time, so we've got 25 health has been reduced, which is a bit of a shame. We're running out of fuel as well, so we really need to draw a planet card next. Nope, we got an event card. Alright, so engine failure. Your engine lights flashes amber. It looks like something's wrong. So we're going to lose a bunch of fuel if we don't try and fix it. But if we do fix it, we can either not lose fuel, or you can really mess it up and lose a bigger chunk of fuel. These are all explained in the newer version of it, but we're going to try and ignore it. So we lost 1 extra fuel, but it's safer than dying now through running out of fuel completely. So we're hoping to draw a planet card. We're not having much luck at the moment. Space wreckage, we'll see what we get. Okay, we got some more malice spores. There's more things for us to sell. We've got 1 hope left that this is a planet. Otherwise, we're running out of fuel and we're gone. Oh, please, planet. The only hope we had is if we had the event of finding a space station, but unfortunately not. To rub salt into the wound, we've actually got an engine failure, which means we're going to run out of fuel even more. So, unfortunately, we weren't able to get to another planet in order to sell our goods, buy more warp fuel, and escape. Unfortunately, game over, we ran out of fuel. That gives you hopefully a quick run through the game. The general premise of it. It's a game I'm hoping to continue working on in my spare time. And the main elements that I've developed further is adding an extra layer of depth to the game, adding factions to the different planets, and enhancing the different items you can buy and sell. It also has been improved a lot visually, a new layout of the board with animations to help the flow of the game go around, and also visualization of the dice rolls and information given to the player about what are their odds when they make a decision on what to do, so they can make informed decisions rather than clicking and trying to figure out what's going on. Also, I've designed it in a way so that it could potentially be played as a board game. So everything is represented with tokens, and so it's something that could be, I guess, hypothetically, it could be printed out and it would work if you tried playing it as a board game as well, which was one of the design goals that I aimed for. So hopefully you've enjoyed having a little look at this game. If you want to know more, feel free to check me out on stream, Honest Dan Games on Twitch, or pop by the Itch or the Game Jolt pages that I have. Thanks very much. Take care.